because it just really helps me stay on top of it.
Stay on top of things.
Well, I've done my best to stay on top of things.
This phrase, to stay on top of things, it just means to manage things without being overdue or, late on things, and to have everything run smoothly and not so stressful. So for instance, when my kid gets invited to a birthday party, I usually say, what do you want to get them? Or I help them come up with some ideas. And I order it to the house right away. And I know I already have birthday wrapping paper so they can go, and it won't be such a stressful thing of trying to stay on top of all the gifts and things like this. Or recently I got invited to a wedding shower, and right when I RSVP'd that I was going to go, I went onto the website of her wedding registry and I ordered what I needed to order for her. I got her a waffle maker. So this is just how I stay on top of gifts and getting invitations to things. For me, I struggle to stay on top of laundry. It is one of the hardest household chores for me because there's just a lot of steps to it. And now that I have kids, I'm sorting out different people's laundries. So you'll have to let me know if you have any good systems that work, especially if you have young kids. A lot of times if people compliment me and say, wow, you are really on top of things, I'll just say, oh, I'm trying to stay on top of things. This just means, I'm trying to be very efficient. I'm trying to manage everything, but it's definitely hard. I'm just trying to stay on top of things. Even though I'm trying to stay on top of things, sometimes things get a little chaotic.
Seems like things are a little chaotic.
Things aren't that chaotic.
So if I get behind on laundry, this means, I'm not keeping up with folding everyone's clothes, with having my kids' clothes put away and things like that. And if my kids were older, I would make them help a bit more. But right now, their only responsibility is put their dirty clothes in the laundry bin. But things get a little chaotic. If you want to use this phrase to just mean like it's a little bit stressful, it's not so organized, and say it's a little chaotic. Maybe you invite a friend over and you haven't had time to clean as much as you usually would or as you would like to. You might say, I'm sorry, things are a little chaotic in my house. And for me, when I go over to my good friend's house and they say, oh, I'm so sorry, it's messy, it's a little chaotic, I say, don't even worry, I understand. It's very realistic to have a chaotic or messy house. Of course, I don't mean dirty or filthy. I just mean messy or chaotic, just not super perfectly organized. Maybe if I haven't prepared dinner and everyone in my house is hungry, I'll call my husband and say, I'm sorry, today's been a little chaotic. Could you pick up dinner for us on the way home? This means, it hasn't run smoothly. It hasn't been an easy day and I just haven't had time. Speaking of household chores, there are certain times when you just have to say, I'll deal with it later.
I'll deal with him later.
I'll deal with you later.